I am an African with an open
We actually warned when Arthur Chaskelson, Joel Joffrey and I went to see them for the first time after they were released from 90-day detention that the death sentence was going to be called for and that it would be an uphill battle. And of course, we turned the tables, really. The accused became the accusers. Mr. Nelson Mandela from the dock saying that who they were, what they wanted, that they were knocking on the door of the deaf for a few generations without any response, and that there came a time that you had to either succumb or fight, and they decided to fight.
with an open heart and a rainbow-colored skin, and I fit in.
Well, he had a sense of destiny, even as a prisoner. On my first visit on a winter's day, a couple of months after his conviction, he was brought by 8 warders, 2 in front, 2 at the back, 2 on the side, 2 on the other side. And I was waiting at the consultant room at the harbour. And I slipped through the first 2 and I embraced him. They froze, I think, seeing a white man embracing a black man, a prisoner at that. And Nelson started asking me, how's Winnie, how are my daughters? By sign, he wanted to know whether Brown Fisher was okay. And then he said, you know, George, this place has made me forget my manners. I haven't introduced you to my guard of honor. And he proceeded to introduce me by name, first name and surname, to each one of the young warders and also the senior, the sort of chief warder. And the other thing about him is that, you know, prisoners become very subservient in prison. They put their head down, they let the warders make the pace. But it was strange that amongst the 9 people walking towards me, it was Nelson that was setting the pace with head high.
And I fit in, 'cause I live under African skies.
Well, he is really the father of democracy in the country. There was a conflict situation looming, violence was looming. And he managed, through his generosity of spirit, through his confidence in the correctness of the policy that South Africa belongs to all of us, he pulled it off. And I think that the South Africans and the world at large would do well to follow him in the future.
I live under African skies.
Well, his inauguration as president, of course, when he said never, never, never again will we go through this. In that ceremony, there were the VIPs on the higher ground of Union buildings and watching screens, thousands upon thousands of people before. And helicopters with a new flag flew. And then all of a sudden, from over the hills, jets emerged and did a salute with, you know, and then pulled up. And there was this terrific noise as they raised themselves up. And the people below shouted out, "Viva the South African Air Force, viva." That was a very impressive thing for me, because here was an instrument of oppression, being accepted as their own by the people's representatives as a whole. For me, that was a moment which told more than any speeches or anything else that change was there to stay.
Africa, this is where I know to be Africa. I am an African. And I know I inhabit this part of the planet where the sun shines down and the days are long.